Following the September 11th attacks, the United States launched the largest manhunt in history. A $25 million bounty was placed on Osama bin Laden's head, and the entire weight of the American intelligence community was directed at a single target. By December 2001, bin Laden was cornered in the rugged cave complex of Tora Bora. As bombs hit the peaks, he used an unsecured radio to broadcast a plea for ceasefire, convincing U.S. forces to pause their advance for a planned surrender. While the bombing stopped, bin Laden abandoned his vehicles and bodyguards. He loaded his immediate team onto mules, and they slipped quietly across the border into Pakistan's remote tribal regions. Realizing the United States could track any electronic signature, he instituted a strict analog security protocol. He destroyed his satellite phones, severed his internet connection, and cut off all electronic contact with the organization he had built. The United States possessed the most advanced digital intelligence apparatus ever built. Satellites and wiretaps blanketed the globe, but all of it was useless against a target who had intentionally stepped back into the 19th century. Without digital footprints to follow, the trail went cold. For years, the CIA was forced to rely on human informants, trying to find a single person who could penetrate bin Laden's inner circle. In 2009, that reliance turned into a disaster at Camp Chapman in Khost, Afghanistan. A Jordanian doctor, claimed as a star informant, was invited into the heart of the base to brief senior CIA leadership. But he was a double agent. He bypassed security and detonated a suicide vest. 7 CIA officers were gone in an instant, killed by a man who was never even patted down for weapons. The search leadership was decimated, and the agency's primary lead had vanished into a cloud of smoke. Analysts began focusing on a single link in the analog chain: Abu Ahmed al-Kuwaiti. He was bin Laden's most trusted courier, and the only person with a foot in both the modern world and the hidden one. Kuwaiti normally maintained total silence, but on August 27, 2010, while walking through a crowded public area in Peshawar, he powered on his personal phone to make a brief call. That transmission was instantly picked up by the CIA's localized radar. Operatives tracked Kuwaiti's white Suzuki Jeep as he drove to a massive compound in Abbottabad. The location was unexpected. The compound sat a mere kilometer away from the Pakistan Military Academy. A decade of analog isolation collapsed when a subordinate made a few seconds of careless digital contact, pulling the CIA directly to the doorstep of the target. Looking at this 3D layout of the Abbottabad compound, the perimeter walls reach up to 18 feet high, triple surrounding houses. On the third-floor balcony, a secondary 7-foot privacy wall serves no structural purpose, only blocking the line of sight. The behavior of the people inside was just as localized. They burned all their trash within the walls, rather than putting it out for collection. And surveillance satellites frequently spotted a man who never left the compound, walking daily laps in the courtyard. Analysts dubbed him the Pacer. The CIA even attempted a fake hepatitis vaccination drive in the neighborhood, led by Dr. Shakil Afridi. The goal was to secure DNA samples from the children living inside the compound to confirm their lineage, though the results were inconclusive. President Obama ultimately authorized the raid without a clear photograph of the Pacer. The decision was based on the building itself. Only a high-value target would require this level of architectural paranoia. Late at night on May 1, 2011, 2 stealth Black Hawk helicopters lifted off from Jalalabad. Flying low beneath Pakistani radar, they carried a team of 23 SEALs into the dark. The mission nearly ended at the start. As the first helicopter moved to hover, it hit a vortex ring state, getting caught in its downwash. The aircraft lost lift, spun out of control, and slammed into the compound wall. The SEALs survived the crash and immediately began clearing the ground floor. Moving to the first floor in near total darkness, they encountered bin Laden's son, Khalid. A SEAL whispered his name in Arabic. When Khalid leaned out to see who was calling him, they fired. Pushing to the third floor, the SEALs breached the final room and killed Osama bin Laden. A commander keyed his radio and transmitted the confirmation code to the White House. Geronimo, EKIA, enemy killed in action. A global war that spanned a decade and mobilized entire armies concluded with 40 minutes of precision in a single house. Before extracting, the SEALs gathered a massive intelligence haul, 183 digital storage devices and journals. Alongside strategy documents, they found mundane items like Counter-Strike video games and Disney movies used to entertain the children living in the compound. To prevent his grave from becoming a shrine, the body was flown to the aircraft carrier USS Carl Vinson. Following Islamic custom, the remains were buried at sea within 24 hours. By consigning his body to the ocean, the United States ensured the world's most dangerous man was stripped of his geography, leaving behind no physical trace for his followers to worship.